Hi everyone and welcome back to the ChowDown. So the other day was the perfect fall day where I live, so I decided to make my all-time favorite fall recipe and share it with you. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel for more recipe videos. So to start off, I'm going to take my butternut squash and I'm just going to cut off the ends and cut it in half and scoop out all the guts. And then I'm going to cut it into large chunks. And you don't really need to be super exact with the chunks that you're cutting this up into because eventually we're just going to blend this into a butternut squash sauce. But you'll want to put them on an aluminum foil lined baking sheet. After I've cut up my butternut squash, I'm going to dice up one large yellow onion. And again, you don't need to be super precise with this, but I'm just going to add these to my baking sheet. And then I'm just going to season both with extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and then give it a really good toss before I put it in a 400 degrees oven for about 40 minutes or until super tender. While I was prepping my vegetables, I had a pot of water coming to a boil on the stove, and I'm just going to add my jumbo shells to my water, and I'm going to cook them 2 minutes less than the package instructions because they're going to cook more once you have them in the oven. Next, I'm going to prepare my filling, and first I'm going to take 3 garlic cloves and chop them up finely, and then I'm going to take these apple chicken sausages from Alfresco. And these are pre-cooked sausages, so this makes this a really easy step. I'm just going to dice them up. You could also use Italian sausage, which is what the original recipe calls for, but I just like the flavor of these better. And I'm just going to saute my sausage and my garlic together in a saute pan with a little bit of olive oil until my sausage is brown. Next, I'm adding about 3 handfuls of fresh spinach, and I'm going to very carefully stir this in until it cooks down. Once my spinach has cooked down, I'm going to turn the heat off and let that mixture cool for a bit. Meanwhile, in a mixing bowl, I'm adding about 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, 1 egg, and about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. And then I'm just going to season that with a little bit of salt and pepper and give that a really good stir so everything is well mixed. And then I'm going to add my sausage and spinach mixture to my ricotta mixture and then stir that all together as well. Once my vegetables are out of the oven, I'm going to let them cool for a little bit and then transfer them to a mixing bowl. Today I am using a potato masher. I don't know why I made this more difficult for myself, but you can 100% use a food processor. This will make this process a lot easier. But if you don't have a food processor, you can also use a potato masher. The vegetables are super tender, so it's easy to use the potato masher anyway. But I'm just going to mash up the onion and the butternut squash together until it's all mashed. And then to that, I'm adding 1 cup of vegetable broth and 1 cup of milk. And I'm just adding that a little bit at a time so it doesn't splatter all over the place. And then just mixing it really well with a big spoon. And then I'm going to line a large casserole dish with half of my butternut squash sauce. I'm just going to smooth it out so the entire bottom is covered. And then I'm going to take my shells and stuff them with the ricotta, sausage, and spinach mixture. And I'm just going to do this for all of my shells until my casserole dish is completely filled. So as you can see, this is a really excellent fall meal. It definitely gives me all the fall feels with the butternut squash and the apple chicken sausage. It's perfect for a weekend night because it does take a little bit longer to make. But as soon as the leaves start changing colors and it gets a little cooler out, I make this every single year. Now this is a recipe that I've adapted from a recipe that I found on Pinterest. I'll leave both my recipe and the original recipe in the description below. Once you've filled up all your stuffed shells, you'll want to then cover each of your shells with the remaining butternut squash sauce. You'll want to cover up your shells with aluminum foil so the sauce doesn't dry out in the oven, and you're going to bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes until you get this result. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you try this recipe this fall. Please subscribe to my channel for more recipe videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!